Hello and welcome to the 28th edition of Random Pursuit on the Incomparable Network's game show, recorded in person at an undisclosed location. Random Pursuit, a game that discards the board and shuffles trivia cards from lots and lots of trivia games. I'm your scorekeeper, Stephen Shapansky, and now your host of this and every episode of Random Pursuit, Erika Ensign.
Thank you, Stephen. As always, we have a lovely group of players, and I will introduce them in the order in which they will play. That order was, as always, determined by random.org.
Random.org, we bring the random to you. That's its theme song.
All right, every recording of this show needs to now be in person, because that was amazing.
Is that its theme song part of the theme song?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, our first player... we're going around the table. This is delightful for me. Our first player is a trivia stalwart who has had a run of bad luck with so many Doctor Who questions. I have let him cut the deck in hopes that his luck will change. Welcome, Monty Ashley.
I'm a stalwart.
Our second player appears on, at most, one incomparable podcast a year, and we are glad it is this one. Please welcome Lauren Snell.
Hi there.
Our third player is an author and podcaster whose next book, All Souls Lost, is coming out October 17th and is available for pre-order now. Dan Morin.
I wish somebody had told me. Well, now I know, I guess. It's so nice to be here, as always.
Our fourth player is appearing on his first ever podcast on the Incomparable Network. Introducing Jason Snell.
Hello, everybody. I hope I do okay.
And fifth, but never least, the host of Lions, Towers, and Shields, it's Shelley Brisbane.
Will there be questions about lions? Because I expect questions about lions.
Here's how it works. Random Pursuit is a lot like the classic Trivial Pursuit board game, but instead of using the board, each player has their own six-sided die or dice rolling app like Dice by PCalc. Here we're around a table. We have a lot of physical dice. It's great.
Sorry, James.
I was going to say, PCalc is last year's news.
The players roll their die to determine which question on the card they will answer.
I lost my place. It's
going great.
It's going
Do you
great.
have an editor?
Yeah,
I know.
No, I don't know. For each question they answer correctly, they'll get 1 point. If they answer correctly, they can roll again for another question. But they can also answer up to 3 questions on each turn, except for the final round when there is no question limit.
The crazy road.
If they roll the same number 2 times in a row on the same turn, they get to pick which edition the question comes from. The players usually have a list. Today they don't. Sorry. It's way too long to read on the podcast. It's way too long for them to read anyway, so it doesn't matter. If they happen to roll the same number all 3 times on the same turn, they can pick both the edition and the category. And sometimes I don't notice this when it happens, so please holler if I miss it.
We will play for an amount of time determined by me, and then we'll do one last round with no question limit, and the player with the highest score at the end becomes the random champion, with bragging rights that last until the next time we're all in person together at an undisclosed location. Stakes.
All right, is everybody ready?
Yes.
All right, Monty, you get to start us off. Please roll your d6.
3.
All right. This is coming from, and you cut the deck, so you have only yourself to blame, Chex TV Trivia.
Nice.
Remember, these cards were from 1984. The third question on the card is, Yogi Bear first appeared on what cartoon show?
Wow. That's an interesting question. I'm going to say the Yogi Bear Show.
I'm afraid that is not correct.
Weird.
Hanna-Barbera
Showcase or something?
The Huckleberry Hound Show.
Oh, okay.
Was there like a backdoor pilot for Yogi Berra? Yogi Berra?
That's a different cartoon.
If you see a backdoor pilot going through it.
That's it. Dan's cleaning up his own mistakes. I love it.
All right. Well, good try, Monty. Now we're on
Thanks.
to Lauren. Go ahead and roll.
5.
All right. This is coming from the Star Wars Tribute Pursuit Edition, in which Category 5 is Droids, Creatures, and Aliens. This is a card that has a picture on one side, and since we're in person, I can actually show you the picture. Usually it's not helpful at all, but here's the picture. Go ahead and describe that if you can. Just don't look at the other side of the card, or that would be cheating.
Maybe. Who's that? I think it's the Emperor, and I think he's sitting by the big round window thing. In a throne?
All right. Well,
I mean,
let's
technically, anywhere the emperor sits is a throne. I think that's how that works, right?
see if that
It's
picture
like your
helps
first
you.
one.
Who warned Luke not to underestimate the Emperor? I think this picture is not helpful.
That seems not helpful. Well, I have no memory of that happening, but let's go with Darth Vader.
It was not Darth Vader. Anybody else?
Leia,
Nope.
Obi-Wan?
Nope.
Yoda.
Dan has it
Yoda.
right. It was Yoda.
Not underestimate the powers of
That sounds right.
or suffer your father's fate. You will.
Sorry.
Will we
That's a long
all
way
be
to go
doing impressions?
before he
Because
inverts
I'm
the
not prepared.
sentences.
He doesn't invert the sentences much in
Yes.
Empire at all.
It's true, and if you watch it, so it's just like him doing that to mess with Luke.
yeah. And then later it became he does it every time.
All right, Dan, that brings us to you. Will you get another Star Wars question?
Unlikely.
No, you will not.
One, please, Erika.
All right, instead, this is coming from the Walt Disney Family Edition. This is from the grown-ups box.
Dang it.
Category, Welcome to the World of Places.
I hate places.
Why are they all in the world?
They're the worst.
That's just the world.
It is. What, fittingly enough, is the monetary unit of Zaire?
Fittingly enough, it's the monetary unit of Zaire, a country that I believe is no longer called Zaire, right?
I don't know. Steven?
I
Cannot divulge that information.
Is it the Zaire dollar?
You should have stopped after the word
Zaire?
Yep.
I thought about it, and I was like, that seems dumb.
Well,
All right. Well, it was close.
we are off to a great start in person here. So far, we have a sweep. A sweep of zeros. So, Jason, can you change that for us?
Seems unlikely, but I'll give it a try. A 1.
All right, this is coming from the Doctor Who edition. I believe this is the 2018 edition that goes through the first season of Jodie Whittaker. Category 1 is Time Lords. What villain does Clara Oswald follow into the Doctor's own time stream in his tomb on Trenzalore?
That is the Great Intelligence.
It is. We have our first point. Yep.
As played by our good friend. What's his name?
You got this.
Just going for the bonus.
It's not for a
No
point.
It's not for any points though, but it's a Jim. No, it's not. It's
He's iconic.
I know, but now I can't remember his
He was
name.
in Loki. He was in Star Wars
I
later
know,
after this.
Richard E. Grant.
Grant.
There we go. Yeah. Richard E. Grant as the Great Intelligence.
Oh, from Hudson Hawk.
Yeah.
He had
Yes,
another
Monty.
dumb name,
Yes.
but he was revealed to be the Great Intelligence. Okay. 6.
All right, this is coming from the totally 80s edition. And I
Awesome.
realized, looking at the boxes on my shelf the other day, that the totally 80s edition is yet another only sold in Canada version that has, I think, 500 questions, specifically Canadian. Let's see if this is one
Only
of them.
Canada experienced the 80s.
Category 6 is wild card. So, what Screech Owl author co-wrote the 1989 book Home Game, Hockey and Life in Canada? Screech Owl is
I think Steven is
italicized.
about to have a seizure.
Home Game, Hockey and Life in Canada is also italicized. I'm guessing this is one of the 500 Canadian questions.
Could it be a Canadian hockey player? I'm just kidding.
Well, we know it's the author of Screech Owl.
And that's why it's clearly TV Screech, Dustin Diamond.
That was also my first thought.
Twist.
I admit it. No, that is not correct. Steven, did you know this one?
No, I didn't. No.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Somebody named Roy
Now I'm
McGregor.
embarrassed.
I know a Roy McGregor, but I didn't know that book. I think I misheard the question. I thought it was something
Is that
else.
like Conor McGregor's grandpa or something?
Yes. Isn't that fighter, that MMA fighter? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Mr. McGregor's from Peter
from
Rabbit's
yeah.
grandson?
Right.
That's right. Why not speak of my hockey
Did
player?
you say Mr. McGregor is Peter Rabbit's grandson?
No.
Because that is a twist
what
that I
I
did not
heard.
see coming.
Well, how do you feel about Skeletor and He-Man, Monty?
Somehow my bookmarks on my document are gone, so I can't scroll down easily.
Dan, Skeletor is his enemy.
And his uncle.
Yeah, and his
Oh,
uncle.
it's real twisty.
There's no
All right.
such thing as a Skeletor-free podcast. Is being comparable?
It's true. It's true. All right. Well, we have 1 point on the board. Shelley, can you get us another one?
I don't know, Erika.
you, Richard E.
We'll find
Grant.
out. I got a 2.
All All right, this is coming from the 2000s edition, in which the cards are all different colors. Each color indicates a category. This is the pinkish, purplish one. I don't know what that means, and I couldn't scroll down to it fast enough. This is this is harder than I thought it was going to be. 1 second here while I find it.
Because knowing the category will make a huge difference in whether I get it right.
Okay.
My second category was we gave up and there aren't any categories anymore. I just want to point out.
That's true. This is entertainment. It's a pink card.
No, that makes sense.
You also have a subcategory. The subcategory of the card is short and sweet. So keep that in mind as you answer this question.
Okay.
What quick-witted son of Christy on the TV series Mom is played by Blake Garrett Rosenthal? Mom is in italics. Christy is spelled Christy.
I don't know any of those words. You spoke to me. We want the character, not the act. You've told me the actor, so we want the character.
Yeah. Well, yes, the character's name. And you'll need the first name.
Oh, well, that makes it so much easier.
Do you know any first names, Shelley? Just start
Do I?
naming them.
No, sure. I should say Dan just for that, but I will not. I'm going to say Elliot. That seems like a good TV character name. I don't know.
No, it's somebody named Roscoe.
Oh, that's
Roscoe
a better
is also
TV
a good
name.
TV character.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
All right.
After the first round, Jason has won.
Wait. Not won the game.
Or have I? Steven determines.
I mean, if
Steven,
nobody
if you're
scores
tired and wanna
any
go
points for
home.
the rest of the game, then technically yes.
That is how it will work. No, it is back around to
We
Monty.
played for hours, but Jason actually won after 10 minutes.
I have rolled a 2.
All right. This is coming from the Walt Disney Family Edition. It is from the Grown-Ups box. Category 2 is Monty, welcome to the world of music. It's one of the better worlds. What key is We Are the World written in?
Wow. There is a time
Yeah.
when we must heed a certain call, and the world must come together as one. And where are my harmonies here?
And now I must stop this for copyright reasons. We shall no longer sing the rest of We Are the World.
All right. I'm going to say G major.
That is not it. Steven, you have perfect pitch. Do you know this?
I'm going to hum it in my head and then guess.
It's in a C major.
C major was my guess.
This, everybody, is your scorekeeper humming
Yeah,
We Are
C
the
major.
World.
Is it C major? No.
That's the lamest key.
It's the best key. It's E.
It just says E, not E major or E minor.
Just E.
I object.
Your objection is noted.
For the record, it overruled.
Welcome back to Random Pursuit, Monty.
All right, Lauren,
I
what'd you roll?
rolled a 4.
All right. This is coming from the 1980s edition. Yes, it's only shiny on one side of the card. But I'm not showing you the card right now
They
because...
saved money on that.
Yes.
There was a whole coding process they didn't have to do.
Not the totally
But more
80s edition,
importantly-
just the regular 80s
Just the
edition?
regular bad 80s
But
edition.
more importantly, the quality and style of the card has come up, and that's an important
Yeah, I'm always here
aspect
for
of Random
Card Talk
Pursuit.
by Erika editorializing
After
about
my
production
experience
values.
with the good edition of the 80s, I am skeptical.
All right. Well, category 4 is TL, which I think stands for timeline.
Or time.
Usually I have
Too
all of
long.
these in front of me.
Timeline.
Yep.
Timeline?
Didn't
A
really-
I could be
category
wrong.
called timeline?
It's just
In a
history with another
No,
name.
I was
theme
wrong.
That's a decade?
It's the world.
Wait, can
Monty,
we guess?
welcome to the world of times.
Ooh.
No, I had it mixed up with Lives and Times, which is a totally different game, a different edition. No,
Stands for Total Lions.
this is so much better. The TL stands for That's Life. So, please enjoy your question about life, I guess. What does the I stand for in Minolta's Smart Maxim 7000i camera? And they're asking about the I. It's a lowercase I. And Maxim is spelled Maxxum. It's italicized. And then there's the 7000 in a lowercase I. So what does that I stand for in Minolta's Smart Maxim 7000i camera?
The only thing I can think of is ISO, but presumably that's its own acronym. So that's probably not right. Intelligent.
It's a good guess.
I'm going to give it to you because it's intelligence.
Close
Good job.
The Snells are on the board. The rest of us suck.
That's right. So you get to roll again.
$7,000
1
is too
point
much for a camera.
was-
But it sees so well.
It's a biblically accurate camera.
I rolled a 1.
All right. This is coming from the 20th anniversary edition, no longer my least favorite edition. Category 1 is Global View.
Did it get better?
No.
Something else.
Something worse arrived.
Publish the rankings.
Ooh, that would be fun. You should. Global View is your category. What California city was described by columnist Jim Murray as, quote, under-policed and oversexed?
So many options.
Yeah. California, does that narrow it down?
San Francisco?
It's not.
Los Angeles?
It is Los Angeles.
Jim Murray was a sports columnist at the LA Times.
Oh, he was. That's right.
I would have
So,
guessed San Francisco.
You had
I would've guessed
background
LA.
information that I did not have.
Because
I would've guessed
people like
Berkeley.
insulting Oakland.
Yes, that's true. They do.
That's there's no there.
But you got on the board. So
I got on
that
the
was a
board.
good
That
turn.
was my goal for this entire game.
Lauren
Wow, really?
has won.
5, please, Erika.
All right. This is coming from the Trivial Pursuit Millennium Edition. Remember, not millennial, millennium. Category 5 is sports and leisure.
Move on.
Who became the first NFL quarterback to pass for 50,000 career yards in 1996? Steven's posture just changed. I feel like he knows this one.
In 1996, I could name some quarterbacks. I don't know if I'm just gonna
name
go.
one.
I'm gonna go with the one that is the one that I obviously sometimes get mistaken for. Dan Marino.
You got it.
Dan
Well,
Marino.
again.
It is totally Dan Marino. Good job.
Wow.
When I try to search, sometimes it's like, did you mean Dan Marino? So there we go. I rolled a 1, please.
All right. This is coming from Genus 3. Category 1 is people and places. How old was Drew Barrymore when she began drinking?
You were
I'm
there.
guessing it
You
was
remember.
Yeah, I remember back at a party, me and Drew.
I feel really uncomfortable about
I'm
this
guessing
question.
that answer is way younger than it should be. How young? How young is too young? How young is deservedly young? Let's say 9.
You are so close.
Is it 10?
It was 8.
Oh, I almost said 7 and then I went up.
I think it was on the set of Firestarter.
Wow.
Dang,
So
Joe.
picture her there.
All right. Well,
I'm on the
you're on the
board.
board. You're on the board. Yes. Congratulations.
Dan Morin has won.
All right. Go ahead, Jason.
I'm so used to being told to play,
Yeah.
but we are all just in order.
Actually,
here.
it's actually Check's trivia time.
Oh,
And I just
yes.
realized I forgot to make Monty roll a D8 the first time. But now we're taking advantage of all 8 questions on the card.
Number 4.
All right.
So not really.
No. All right. This is from Check's music trivia. The 4th question is, what well-known slogan was associated with Sammy K? That's K-A-Y-E. Sammy K. It's a well-known slogan, Jason.
I can't believe you don't know this.
Sammy K. I mean, who among us remembers Sammy K? Anyone?
Nobody's raising their hands.
Nope.
I'm gonna say rock around the clock.
I mean, you're kind
Well,
of in the
that's
right
too
neighborhood.
recent.
It's Swing and Sway with Sammy K.
Yep.
Of course it is.
Tip of my tongue.
Big band guy, so a little before.
Ah,
Around
big
the
band.
Oh, okay. All right, Shelly, it is now your turn.
I still have one.
Oh,
You got it.
Yeah, Jason still has one.
No, just
5.
All right, a 5.
I should
for
tell the
Shelley.
microphones. Hello, I'm a 5.
All right, this is coming from the DVD Pop Culture Edition. Category 5 is Buzz. Whatever.
It's about bees. It's all about bees.
It's all about bees.
Yep.
What member of the British royal family is the author of the Budgie the Little Helicopter children's books? It's a whole series apparently. So we need a member
I've
of the
heard
British royal
Budgies. I
family.
know about them. British royal family. I'm just gonna guess Princess somebody. No, I'm gonna guess Princess Anne.
It was Sarah Ferguson. It was
Oh,
Fergie.
That was my guess.
Fergie.
I was like, please don't let it be Prince Andrew. That's real bad. Real bad.
Luckily, it was not. All right, Steven, how do we stand?
Some of you have won. The rest of you have not.
That
right.
end of the table has won.
All right, yeah, the people who are closer to me have not. I feel a little sad for them. All right, Monty, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 5.
All right, this is coming from Trivial Pursuit Genus 4. Category 5 is sports and leisure. What golfer bid a tearful farewell to fans after playing his last U.S. Open in 1994?
Lee Trevino.
It was not. It was Arnold Palmer.
All right. Well, that means Lee Trevino probably stopped around then. They were contemporaries.
I have no idea about any of these things, so sure. Yeah, good job.
I rolled a 3.
All right. Ooh, this is coming from the Decades edition, which I think is my newest edition, which has no even letters on here to tell me what these categories might be. So this is dropping in my rankings. I will tell you that right now. Category 3 is News Alert.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Not
the
to be
world of
confused
time.
with Buzz.
That's life.
What island country was the starting point for Diana Nyad's historic 103-mile swim, which ended on the shores of Key West in 2013?
How far?
Island country, and it was 103 miles. So 103 miles away from Key West, you will find.
Okay, Cuba's not that far. Cuba's only like 26 miles from Florida. But that's literally all the geography I know about that region. What's further than that? I have island nation. The island, the country.
Yeah, you were looking for the island country.
Oh, both.
That's the way it says.
Bahamas.
It is actually Cuba.
Cuba.
It is
Key
not.
West is
Because
very
Key
far
West.
from Florida.
Yeah, I
Right,
think
right.
Key West must be so far south
Miami.
that
They always say Cuba is 90 miles from Florida.
Yeah.
Key West is further.
Yes, and apparently this is one of the newer cards that tells you a
it's
little
90
extra
miles.
information. It took her 53 hours.
Okay.
Dang.
It's Catalina that is 26
don't
miles
imagine
from
Yes.
LA.
Yeah.
Cuba is 90 miles from
90 miles.
Florida.
For those that remember their Cuban Missile Crisis trivia. And for those of us who've been to Cuba, and I imagine I'm the only one who's allowed to go at this
Yeah.
table, so yep. Well, you now. Welcome to Cuba. Yeah.
I don't know. They might
We're not in Cuba,
They
Stephen,
might,
just to be clear.
they might not let her back in. That is not the undisclosed location. And
Yes.
yeah, if she went to Cuba, the U.S. might not let her back in.
It's true.
Yep.
All right. Next is Dan.
3, please.
All right, this is coming from the Doctor Who edition. This is the 2018 edition that goes all the way through one season of Jodie Whittaker. Category, episodes and stories. In the story, The Empty Child, what spooky phrase did the child and the gas mask repeat over and over?
Are you my mummy?
That one I knew.
You got it. And everybody got to watch me turn the card the correct way upright and then have to flip it over because it goes side to side.
I appreciate
Oh my
that you
God.
even check the answers on the Doctor Who cards.
I mean, sometimes they're wrong.
Right. I do have to get the wrong answer, though.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Okay.
I don't want to have to think that hard about
Oops,
it.
it is. That's a 3. What category was that? Was that also a 3?
That was also a 3, so you get to choose your
Hot
edition.
dog. Let's go start.
I don't have a hot dog edition,
Let's start.
Hot Dog the movie edition.
but I do have Star Wars. Oh, and guess what? It's another one with a picture on the back. So
boy.
I'm going to pass this around. Keep it face down.
Yes.
No cheating. I'm watching
I'm
you.
not cheating. Oh.
Tell us what the picture is.
This is a picture of Coruscant, I believe, at the end of Return of the Jedi. It's one of the
Special
edited in.
edition.
Special
Thank
edition.
you for the clarification.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, this edition did come with a very small package of cards that are about the prequels.
I had that edition. Yeah.
Those are not included in my deck.
Fair.
Maybe I will add them, but right now they're just like underneath the thing
If you
inside
need more
the game.
cards, you know.
Right. I'm running so low. All right. Category 3 is history. Remember, this is the history of the Star Wars world, not ours.
You say that like they're different things.
You say that like he knows our world's history better than Star Wars.
Touche. What do people pass over their heads at the end of Return of the Jedi Special Edition? What do people pass over their heads at the end of Return of the Jedi Special Edition?
What do they pass over their heads?
Weird question.
I have a thought, and I'm trying to figure out how the right way to phrase it. Pass over their head. What do they? Sorry, can we read one more time?
Sure. What do people pass over their heads at the end of Return of the Jedi Special Edition? Return of the Jedi Special Edition is italicized. I don't know if
Thank
that
you. I
helps.
appreciate that. Is it a fallen, like parts of a statue of the Emperor?
It is not. It's a stormtrooper.
Oh,
Even darker.
Man, I have not watched the special edition ending in quite some time.
The latest special edition passes the guy who sings Jedi Rocks over there.
Is he singing at the time?
No, he is dead.
It makes it extra special.
As is right and proper. All right, Jason.
4.
All right, it's coming from Genus 3. Category 4 is science and nature. What does the government label you if you have 10% or less of normal vision?
Legally blind.
That's it. Roll again.
As someone who
Sorry,
is
Shelley.
legally blind, I have never heard that defined in that way ever. That is me.
Contains less than 10%.
Right.
4.
All right. That's another 4. So you get to choose.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. That was wait. You did roll 4 last time, correct? Or did I read the wrong question?
I don't remember.
I don't
Okay.
remember either.
Then
Check
choose
check
your
the
edition.
audio.
No.
Disney Kids.
All right.
Jason plays...
I'm here to win.
Yeah, just plays to win.
Oops. The baby boomer and the Disney Kids questions have the same color in the background on the
sure
card.
you can detect which is which.
And I think you would probably be very unhappy if I picked the
we
wrong
had
one.
the baby boomer edition at home and the silver screen. They're both very difficult and I don't like them.
Jason, welcome to the world of fantasy.
Oh, hey, hooray.
My favorite of the worlds. What does the caterpillar in Alice in Wonderland sit on? A mushroom or a toadstool?
Harder than you thought. Okay. For a children's
Respect.
multiple choice with only 2 choices question, this is actually hard. I'm going to say toadstool.
It's a mushroom.
I like that Jason and I both got to pick cards and things we thought would be really easy.
I know, that
Both
makes it
whiffed.
hurt all the more.
Toadstool seem more fantastic to
I
me.
agreed.
I have rolled a 3.
All right. Well, this is also coming from the Disney edition
Hooray.
kids box because that's what was next.
Mushroom.
So category 3. Welcome to the world of people. Possibly the worst of all the worlds.
Agree.
Publish the rankings.
Who's running with a speeding ticket inspired the Mickey Mouse cartoon Traffic Troubles?
Wait, read that again, please.
Sure. Who's running with a speeding ticket inspired the Mickey Mouse cartoon Traffic Troubles?
They ran into the speeding ticket.
Yeah, run in with, I guess. Run in.
They like to make these questions sort of artful in their phrasing, but I think
That's
it boils down to
bad
who got a speeding ticket and then wrote this cartoon.
Okay, so Mickey Mouse, so clearly Disney, not Warner Brothers that I had in my head for a second there. Traffic Troubles. I don't know, Minnie Mouse.
I think you were off the track a little bit there. The answer is actually Walt Disney.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was one of the different editions have different good basic answers. If it's the Walt Disney edition and it's a Disney question and it's a real person, it's just guess
right.
Walt Disney.
You did say World of People.
Could I name another
my listening comprehension
person?
is not doing well today.
All right. After 3 rounds, goodness me, Dan and Jason have actual scores of 2. Lauren has 1 point, and Shelley and Monty still looking to get on the board.
All right, Monty, this might be your time because it's Junior Trivia.
I'm rolling a die supposedly made from a Civil War bullet.
Wow.
It is a 1.
All right. Well, it would be cool if this was a Civil War question, but it's not. This is coming from Junior Trivia 2, so think like a 10 to 13-year-old from 1983 or 4, somewhere in there.
Poop.
Nailed it.
You're on a good start there. Who is the Duke of Edinburgh married to? The Duke of Edinburgh married to
Duke of Edinburgh.
Berra. Yes.
In 1984,
Yep.
Lady Diana Spencer.
No.
The Queen.
Yep.
Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth II.
I cannot be bothered to care about the royals at all in any respect.
That's
Honestly,
why we let you play with us.
I salute you for that. All right, Lauren.
I rolled a 1.
All right, this is coming from the 90s edition. Your question is coming from 1994. The cards specify the year. So category 1 is oops.
Oh dear.
That's life.
Yep.
World of people.
What U.S. state's lucky voters got to pull the lever for Howard Stern for governor?
Oh.
What U.S. state's lucky voters got to pull the lever for Howard Stern for governor? I feel like this is editorializing in a weird way.
Did we have a recall election in 94? New York.
It is New York.
yeah.
Roll
There we go.
again.
Yeah, he's very New York.
Yes.
Yes.
If that was a Jeopardy question,
See, the way my
lucky
mind
would mean
works,
something and you'd have to guess Nevada or New Jersey maybe, but it's not.
the way my mind
It's
works,
just
I wonder
Trivial
whether they
Pursuit.
were actually using levers in 1994.
One,
Yeah.
I believe again.
Yes.
I think they were in New
what
York.
edition would you like your question to
Something
come from?
easy.
Well, junior trivia 1 or 2 are popular choices. The Disney Kids box is popular,
Disney
although that
Kids.
didn't. Okay,
Great.
All right.
Let's do it.
And this time I know just where to find them. All right, category 1. Welcome to the world of places.
Love places.
All
I
right.
hate them
Your question:
so much.
Are visitors allowed to walk up the Washington Monument?
Yes.
No. You have to take the elevator.
No, they do that
You
in...
go down, but you have to take the elevator.
Oh,
You
I've
go
never
up.
done that. I was just
Yeah.
thinking about the Spider-Man movie where she
think they all run
doesn't want to go up.
Yeah. They might leave. I don't think so because there's only one staircase. I think is the problem.
I-
and
I-
everybody's going
I
down.
didn't-
Well,
I
that's the
didn't
world
do
of
it.
places for you.
Yeah,
No. Oh well, I chose poorly.
it's a rough world. Yep.
Well, all of our special roles have led to failure now.
That's true.
And
This
I-
is unusual.
I also had a 50-50 chance and
Yes.
got it wrong.
Yeah.
Well done.
5, please.
All right, this is coming from Junior Trivia 1.
I'll probably botch it.
All right, number 5. Where is Mount St. Helens volcano? Where is it? Remember, 5 to 9-year-old.
We will need the exact longitude and latitude coordinates for this, by the way.
Oregon? It's Montana. No.
Washington.
It's
Washington State.
Okay, I was told
Washington.
you could see it, right?
Yeah,
We're very
drive
from
from
Seattle.
Seattle to Portland.
The river up here is literally, undisclosed location. It's very close to where we are.
We're recording
On a-
from Mount St. Helens.
On a,
Yes.
plane, on a plane ride I recently
Son of
took,
a-
there were people looking out my adjacent window, pointing and going, "That's Mount St. Helens." No, it's Mount something else. There was a lot of argument.
it's
on
a
I
that.
was
Nearby.
told I could see it, and the answer is I did not realize there was a
State
line.
borders are very tricky. The card specifically says the state of Washington, USA.
Yeah, I was going to say, would the United States have been a good enough answer there? 6.
All right, Jason, this is coming from the family edition.
Great.
Yes, but this is the, let's see, the yellow cards are the children's cards.
Yay!
So,
I'm doomed.
what was the number again?
6.
6, all right. 6. Wild card.
Not a category.
Welcome to the world of wild cards.
What bird's holes did one-time Arizona Lieutenant Governor Ernest Hall collect thousands of as a hobby? What bird's holes?
I'm going to say the woodpecker.
Yes.
Any other answer is incredibly disturbing.
Cloaca would have been my second guess.
Yes.
Yes, but which bird cloacas?
All right,
bird mouths.
Woodpecker
All right.
holes.
Number 6 was my last roll, so now we all remember that.
We collect a whole.
And it's a 1.
All right, this is coming from the Friends edition, where the 1, category 1 is at the bottom of the card, where we have seasons
Here
1
we
and
go.
2.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, the Friends edition just makes me so mad. Why would you put seasons 1 and 2 at the bottom of the
bottom,
card?
not the top,
Who does that? Anyway, executive decision.
Could it be
one is
any
at the
more
bottom.
annoying?
No. Also well played. Reference acknowledged. Seasons 1 and 2. Where does the gang find Rachel's lost wedding ring?
Oh, man. It hurts more when you know you did know this and you don't know it anymore. Rachel's lost wedding ring, because she was in the pilot, she's fleeing a marriage. Is that right? I think.
I'm not going to answer that question,
All right.
in part because I don't remember.
I think that's how that show starts. They find it in Marcel the Monkey.
Not it. It's in Monica's lasagna,
Okay?
which makes about as much sense.
They found that the lasagna was later found in Marcel the Monkey.
Which was inside a raw turkey.
All right, Shelley.
That's horrifying. I rolled a 1.
All right, this is coming from the 1980s edition, the janky
So
old.
you're saying there's a chance.
the janky old 1980s edition. Personalities, I think, is the category. What ill-fated Democratic presidential hopeful said of himself, quote, "He educated the people."
Okay, this is a topic with which I am somewhat familiar. The answer, however, Democratic presidential hopeful in a edition that was released. It's about the 80s.
It's about the 80s, yes.
I'm sorry, repeat the quote to me again, please.
Sure. He educated
the
the people.
people.
Yes.
Well, that clarifies it, doesn't it?
Yeah, so this is about the 80s.
You know, that's what I say about my favorite teacher in high school. He educated the people.
Welcome to the
I'm
world
just
of
going to
education.
go with Walter Mondale.
and people.
It was not. It was.
Dukakis?
Nope.
Gary Hart?
It was Gary Hart.
Gary Hart.
That is not the Gary Hart quote I would have
He,
thought.
well, he educated the people about what not to do
Yes.
as a candidate,
Yes.
for sure.
All right. That's the end of 4 rounds, kids. Jason and Dan tied at the top of 3. Lauren with 2. Shelley with none. And Monty hoping to get yet another question, but the royal family also with none.
I had rolled a 5.
All right, this is coming from the Baby Boomer edition. Category 5 is Lives and Times, which is what I was
Yes.
confused about earlier. What couple named their firstborn child Chastity?
Sonny and Cher.
Correct. Do you know their last name?
Sonny Bono and Sherilyn Sarkeesian.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Bonus ghost point for Monty. The card says Sonny and Cher Bono.
Chastity is now Chaz.
That's right.
Now I have rolled a 3.
All right, this is coming from the DVD Pop Culture Edition. Category 3 is music. Under what name did 60s musical eccentric Don Van Vliet record? Vliet. Under what name did 60s
knows it.
musical eccentric Don Van Vliet record?
Captain Beefheart.
You got it.
Captain Beefheart.
Beef Hart.
Big
What?
influence on Frank Zappa. Real weirdo. Check him out.
Okay. Wowzers. All right.
Monty, zooming.
I rolled another 3.
Oh, what edition would you like your question to come from?
Genus 1, please.
I thought so.
The edition Monty has memorized.
All right, and that was 1?
3.
No, 3. 3. Okay, so history. Who discovered Victoria Falls?
Ooh, interesting.
And colonialism.
Yeah, I was going to say an asterisk on that one.
Definitely.
Yes.
Oh boy, I don't know my explorers as much as I should, nor my geography, so this could be wildly wrong. Livingstone?
Yes,
That would
indeed.
be my guess.
Nice
Yeah.
work. Do you know his
Stanley
first name? It's
Livingston.
not required.
I don't.
It's David.
Oh.
No, Stanley's the one who meets him.
Right.
Dr.
Oh, Stanley meets
Dr.
Livingston. That's right. Dr.
Yeah.
Livingston, I presume, said Mr. Stanley, who does
Right,
not
so
have
that
a
was-
doctorate in finding
That was a
people.
sweep. Congratulations.
Well,
One of our
Monty,
first sweep.
on the board.
I rolled a 3.
All right. This is coming from the Genus 5 edition. Category 3 is history. What U.S. city's Olympic officials were indicted on charges they gave $1 million in cash and gifts to IOC brass to secure the 2002 Winter Games? We're looking for the U.S. city whose
Oh,
Olympic
winter.
officials did all those things.
I think it's Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City.
Also, they
Roll
should just
again.
stop from before 2002 Winter Games. Just be like, all of them.
Yeah.
They all did it.
Only one was indicted, though.
I rolled a 3.
That's
Maybe
another
again.
3.
Oh, that's another 3. What category would
Okay,
you like this
something
question
better
to come
than
from?
the last time.
You did the Disney one last time. Would
So-
you like a junior?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Now, do you want junior trivia 1 or 2?
1.
All right. Last one over there. So, all right. Category 3. There's no categories. Actually, that's not true. There are categories. Listener Seb reminded me that there are categories for junior trivia, and I had completely forgotten about that. And I was going to put them on my spreadsheet, and I didn't. So we don't know what they are still.
But there are categories.
Hashtag-
Grab bag.
Hashtag
History
teaser
category.
for the next episode of
Wild
Random
card.
Pursuit, where I
Yep.
actually update
Potpourri.
this. What are the teeth made of on the sharpest saws? What are the teeth made of on the sharpest saws?
Diamonds.
It is diamonds.
Yay.
Roll again.
1.
All right. This is also coming from Junior Trivia 1.
Yay.
What bionic parts did the $6 million man have?
Oh,
It's a
geez.
family show.
Okay, she had an ear, so it's not that.
Wow, they really want all of it.
Yeah.
I only watched the girl one.
Because it was better.
Yeah, I know. Arm. How many? You're not going to tell me. Arm and eye. And probably a leg.
I'm going to give it to you. It's one arm, one eye, and
Both.
legs. But this is a ridiculous thing that they were asking for all of it. So
Arm and legs. Yeah.
Because he had to run fast. You
Yeah,
could
you-
do it to one
Just
side.
imagine with one fast leg.
That's trickier. That's trickier.
Yes.
Yeah.
all right, so
Another sweep.
that's another sweep. Wowzers!
Hey, you.
All right, no pressure, Dan. Oh wait, do you have a D8 over there, or does somebody need to pass you one?
Thank you, Monty. Mm-hmm. 1.
All right,
Very important.
this is coming from the 50s and 60s edition of Chex Trivia.
Favorite decades.
What is the name of Elvis Presley's first record? He just put his head in his
watched
hands.
that movie.
It wouldn't help.
Okay. 2 guesses. I'm gonna get. Oh, man, I don't know. I'm gonna guess Elvis.
That's a very good guess. That is not the answer. Does anybody know this? I certainly did not. It's called My Happiness.
No,
That's his
not a
first
million
single
years.
or something, too. Not his first album.
Well,
Yeah.
it says
says
record,
record.
so
Yeah.
it could
Yeah,
mean
he went
anything.
to the studios and they cut it and it didn't go anywhere and he got better songwriters and it's in
Yeah.
the movie.
Again, should have watched the movie.
Yeah.
All right, Jason.
5.
All right, this is coming from the Trivial Pursuit Millennium Edition. Category 5 is sports and leisure. How many times did Babe Ruth win baseball's Triple Crown?
Oh, come on. How many times? Mm-hmm. That is not stuff that I know. Over 15 seasons. Triple Crown, though, includes batting average.
I don't even know what that means.
There are a lot of guys. It's you win. You're the leader in the league in batting average, home runs, and runs batted in.
Do you get an actual crown? Because otherwise, I do not care.
You don't.
You don't.
All right.
You just. I mean, you could. He might have batting average. I'm not sure he actually did that well in. So I'm going to say none.
The card says 0, but I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah.
It's not just batting average. Lou Gehrig got so many RBIs.
Well, earlier, before Gehrig, he probably led the league in homers and RBIs, but I don't think he ever did in
Yeah.
batting average.
You get to roll again.
Okay, what was my number there? Does anybody remember? It was
1, 5.
4.
All right. This is coming from the Doctor Who edition, the second Doctor Who edition. So you might have some Jodie Whittaker in there.
Okay.
Category 5 is... Wait, no. What did you roll this time?
4.
4. Sorry. 5 was last time. 4. Years and dates. What century is it when the pteroleptals escape the jails of Raga and become stranded on Earth?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What century is the I can't even do the pteroleptals, or who are they even?
I'm not going to answer that question, but
Yeah,
this time I do know the answer.
I know, pteroleptals.
Can you make a noise like the pteroleptals?
Stephen probably could.
It's the 30th century.
It is not. It is the 1600s. It was the pteroleptals accidentally started the Fire of London.
What
They
is
also
the Rings
destroyed-
demons. What is that?
In the visitation.
Visitation.
They also destroyed the Fifth Doctor's sonic screwdriver.
Okay.
Those guys are jerks. I'm just saying it.
Isn't that good? Isn't the sonic screwdriver kind of leaned on pretty heavily?
Yes.
That's why the producers were like, "We're getting rid of this thing." They're like, "No, I was a child. I was very sad."
And then they brought it back.
I rolled a 6.
All right. This is also coming from the Doctor Who edition. This is
Okay,
the other
bye.
Doctor Who
I'm
edition.
done.
Category 6
Game is rigged.
is
100%.
Cast, Crew, and Beyond.
Ooh.
Which BBC department performed the original Doctor Who theme tune? And you have multiple choice. So it's either the Stereophonic Workshop, the Radiographic Workshop, the Radiophonic Workshop, or the Symphonic Orchestra.
I'm going to choose Symphonic Orchestra because I hope that's right.
Last is the radiophonic
Yeah.
It's the
workshop.
Radiophonic Workshop.
That's the one I want to work for because it just sounds fun.
It does sound cool.
And they're very nice fellows.
Yeah, that's a little Doctor Who expert drop there.
That's true.
They're very nice. You know them.
Although one of the few women in it, of course, was at the head of that, Delia Derbyshire, who wrote it. He didn't write it. She made it happen. All right. Lauren has got out of the hack to skip to the lead with her sweep. There you go.
She's sliding right in there.
There's a whole bunch of curling metaphors. She's got 5. Jason has 4. Dan and Monty with his own sweep have 3, and Shelley with none. But it's still not early at all.
Fashionably late.
Because
Still not over.
yeah, we are now entering the last regular round
that's
of
regular.
Random Pursuit here, where and then the round after this will be infinite.
Stephen
so.
has judged us. Done.
Wanting.
I have rolled a 1.
All right, this is coming from the Trivial Pursuit Millennium Edition. Category 1, people and places. How many years does a governor's term last in New Hampshire and Vermont?
I don't think anybody can be governor of New Hampshire and Vermont.
Seems illegal.
2 years.
You are correct. Roll again.
Wow. Pretty good.
2.
All right. This is coming from my second newest edition. It's the Dungeons & Dragons edition, which I apparently neglected to put on here, so I don't know what the category is at all.
Dragons.
Is there a letter?
No.
Is there a
little
color?
picture. It looks like it might be spells or something. Can you look it up for me there, Steven?
Spells or something.
What was your number again? Was it
2.
Okay. It's a book with a 20-sided die
it's about
hovering
books.
over it.
Rules.
I think it might be history, like real world history of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, please. But not history in Dungeons and Dragons.
There we go. Dungeons and Adventures. Which is it? Number
2.
2? It is Monsters.
This does not look like monsters. I think that is incorrect.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's the official trivia.
It's wrong.
Page, so.
All right. Well, anyway, it's yellow. Monty, this is your yellow question about Dungeons and Dragons. What lead designer of 3rd edition D&D was known for his previous work on smaller press RPGs like Ars Magica?
Oh, somebody who worked on Ars Magica and 3rd edition D&D?
Yep.
Oh, boy. This is going to kill me when I get it wrong.
Unless you get it right.
Oh, boy. 3rd edition. I'm just going to say Lisa Stevens.
It is not that. It is Jonathan Tweet.
Yep.
Yes. Well, at least you knew the name.
Yeah, of course it's Jonathan Tweet.
All right. That
He's a
brings
good
us,
man.
brings us
I
to you,
know
Lauren.
him.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Take
more,
that.
more name drops.
I rolled a 6.
All right. This is coming from the Star Trek 50 anniversary edition. That's right.
Not
Not 50th. 50. And this is coming from Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock.
Oh, I've
seen
only
it?
seen that once.
Well, will that be enough to help? You need to know ships. That is your category is
Who
ships.
are they
really
searching
unlikely.
for in search for?
Who sabotaged the Excelsior's engine so it could not pursue the Enterprise? Who sabotaged?
I literally don't have anything.
Guess a Star Trek character.
But a bad one, right? Or is this a good
I'll read
thing?
it again. I'll read it again. Who sabotaged the Excelsior's engine so it could not pursue the Enterprise?
Oh, so a good person.
I mean, I'm not making any judgments
No,
here.
no judgment, but presumably Scotty.
It was Scotty.
Yeah.
In the
Oh,
David
nice.
Gerald book, he says Scotty has stolen their spark plugs. I've always remembered that.
This also gives us a little extra information. Scotty, who said, the more they overthink the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain. So not spark plugs, apparently, but...
Yeah. Why is there a drain connected to your engines? Bad move.
I rolled a 1.
All right, this is coming from the Globetrotter edition, which was sent
All
by...
questions about the Harlem Globetrotters.
This is going to go just as well.
These are the cards that Anthony Johnston mailed to me. This is a question about North America. Which movie hears Gene Wilder say, "These are the people of the land, the common clay of the New West. You know, morons."
Oh. He was in a Mel Brooks movie.
More than one.
Oh, then
It's true. He was in several.
This is where my memory is not great. I'm looking across and you're nodding
Trying
at
to
me. And
read it from our minds.
It's not coming out.
Look in Jason's eyes. The scene is playing in his head right now.
It's not helping. No, I can think of Willy Wonka, and it's not that.
That would be a weird scene in
can
Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Not like all the
He was talking
normal
about
scenes.
the Oompa Loompas. Gross.
I think he was in the Frankenstein one, but it's probably not that. And it doesn't help, and I'm not going to Liz this out. I I'm not.
I mean, you did it with Scotty.
That was better. No, I feel like there's a Mel Brooks movie where they all sit around the campfire and fart. And I think that's it, but I don't know what it is. The Wild Wild West.
When we're playing Jeopardy at home, that is counted as a correct answer.
This is not Jeopardy at home.
And it's Blazing Saddles.
You are.
You're not at home right now.
Yes.
This is that was the correct movie, but yes, I needed the title.
Okay, well, in my heart, I got that right.
Ghost points.
Ghost points.
Ghost points, yeah.
All right, that brings us to Dan.
I need some catching up to do in this round. 4, please.
All right, this is coming from Genus 5. Category 4 is Science and Nature. What computer company went warm and fuzzy with ads featuring some of its 307,500 employees? A computer company went warm and fuzzy with ads featuring some of its 307,500 employees, and I can tell you that this edition of Trivial Pursuit came out in 2000. So it would have been before 2000.
So not Facebook.
Why not? Warm and fuzzy feels like a toss-up. I don't know why, but I'm thinking Intel. No,
I'm afraid
IBM?
no. It was IBM.
Yeah.
And
Without
my
many
spouse
employees,
was
it's
never
got to be
pictured.
IBM. Yeah. And they went warm and fuzzy because they're normally all
very
corporate.
suits and corporate. Yeah.
And my spouse was
on
never
my list,
pictured
but for
because
some reason I
apparently he
had
was
something
not
in my
warm
head
and
that
fuzzy.
Intel had an ad with like bunnies or something.
Well, yeah, it was,
they have
it was the bunny
bunny thing?
suits with the little,
with the ears and stuff.
but they
right?
were still in their little
Yeah, but I
get-ups.
don't know. That's why I was thinking that, but
Yeah,
overthought it.
300,000 people.
Yeah, 300,000 people.
Not
That's,
anymore.
No, 5.
All right, this is coming from Genus 1, in which category 5 is Science and Nature.
That's nature, yes.
What's the largest gland in the human body?
I feel like we actually just did this one on a podcast. The largest gland in the human body is the
If it makes that sound, it's broken. Don't let it.
so many glands.
Welcome to the world
He
of
said the
glands.
All right, that's my new least favorite world.
Glands. The thyroid.
It is not. It's the liver.
Oh, yeah. See, I think I did this, and it was a trick question
It
because
does
it's an
seem
organ.
familiar.
Yeah, the thyroid's like the
Somehow.
second, though, I think.
Yeah. The liver is not
Rolled
a
a
gland.
5.
All right, this is coming from the Star Wars edition. This is another one with a picture on the back. I'm going to pass you this card.
many pictures.
Yep. I don't know if it will help at all. So far, they
I
have
don't
not.
know Star Wars.
They have not been
Guys with
helpful.
lightsabers.
Yes, yeah, it's two
In
people with
silhouette,
lightsabers.
They have lightsabers. They seem upset with each other. Even
Crossing
in silhouette.
swords.
They're usually not big fans if they're fit.
All right. Category 5 is droids, creatures, and aliens. Who was separated from Luke Skywalker during the search through Cloud City? We want to know who was separated from Luke Skywalker during the search through Cloud City.
Leia? I don't know. I have no idea.
It is not Leia.
You did say droids. You did you not?
R2.
Yeah, but
R2D2.
and creatures
right.
and aliens, and they're all
Aliens.
aliens. But yes, it was R2D2.
R2D2.
R2D2 is not the number. I don't know. I'm trying to make a reference between two, but nobody has two.
Segway abandoned.
Segway abandoned. Abort. Lauren leads heading into the final round of this with
Whoa.
6. Jason and Monty are tied with 4. Dan with 3. Shelley with none.
It is worse to be last when you know answers to other people's questions. It's
It is.
terrible.
That's Random Pursuit.
It is. All right, we're going to start with Lauren, and she is going to set the benchmark for everybody else.
I rolled a 4.
All right, this is coming from Trivial Pursuit Volume 6. That's right, not Genus 6, Volume 6. Category 4, Science and Nature. What ingredient in microwave popcorn is being investigated for causing a rare factory workers' disease called popcorn packer's lung? And the being investigated was in 2003.
A strange present tense for a Trivial Pursuit question.
Oh, those investigations take a
Well,
while.
it's the 7th edition. They assume you're just getting the new one every year.
Yeah. In the 8th edition, they had like, it's all wrapped up.
Then they went on to
Just with the questions, just wanted to
Mysteria.
let you know they looked into this. And
Yeah,
it's
so
fine.
what ingredient in microwave popcorn is being investigated for causing a rare factory workers' disease called popcorn packer's lung?
It's probably not the popcorn.
Yeah, that'd be awful ironic.
Probably be a short investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they open up a lung and it's just full
We
of
found out it's
popcorn.
the product that you make.
I don't know. So I guess it's going to be a quick out on the next one. You won't have to get very many points to beat
Anyone
me.
guess any?
Aspartame.
No, it's the artificial butter.
Artificial
Apparently,
butter.
Artificial butter.
Yeah, I was gonna. There's only popcorn, butter, and salt in there.
Yeah. Salt lung.
All right. So that brings us around to Shelley. Shelley. Actually, you need an 8-sided die. Can somebody
do
pass
not have
one
one
to her?
Wow, we have all the things we need here in the. I like rolling
'Cause we have-
8-sided die.
Checks
And
TV.
we have an 8.
All right. This is coming from the Checks TV trivia. Who was the voice of Harry Boyle on Wait Till Your Father Gets Home? We want to know who is the voice of Harry Boyle on Wait Till Your Father Gets
Do
Home.
we have a date range on Chex Trivia?
Checks Trivia came out in 1984. So sometime before 1984.
Narrows that right down. And the category was.
There's no categories. It's just a bunch of random weird
so we don't
questions.
know whether this is a TV series or a.
Oh yeah, TV. Sorry,
Animated?
it's TV trivia. Yes,
Okay.
sorry. So
Harry
that is
Boyle,
TV.
Wait Till Your
Thousands
Father
and
Gets Home.
thousands of years
Yep.
of TV trivia are eligible here.
Who is the voice of
years ago.
Harry Boyle on Wait Till Your Father Gets Home?
Wait till you're. God.
It's in quotation marks, but they have
Oh,
no.
there you go. That changes.
They have no
everything.
italics on these cards, so I'm assuming that was the
Okay.
TV
Couldn't
show.
afford that font with the italics.
I
Not
think
a
they
show
couldn't.
I know, so perhaps it is Canadian or of another country, or I'm just. Anyways, I'm going to have to make some sort of uneducated guess. Here it comes. Coming right now. Yep. Dawes Butler. I don't know.
Good guess.
guess.
It was a cartoon.
Okay.
Well, they said voice. I assume
Yeah.
unless it was
Right.
like someone never seen or something.
Right.
Yep. At least it's a name I recognize, but I did not know this. Tom Bosley.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
It does.
It was
Dad from
real-
Happy Days, right?
Yep. Yeah. It was a family cartoon. The mother talked exactly like the mother on Family Guy.
All right, so Dan, you are next.
Doesn't Dan have 4?
No, Dan has 3.
Okay.
I think you and Jason are tied with
Oh,
4.
okay.
Yeah.
3, please.
All right, this is coming from the Silver Screen edition. Category 3 is off-screen.
It's immediately a bad
Behind the silver screen.
Just right away in category 3. What did We magazine call, quote, a symbol of totally irrelevant accomplishment? We is italicized and it is French as the OUI.
Oh.
We. Yep.
Oh.
So
We.
what did We magazine call, quote, a symbol of totally irrelevant accomplishment?
Do we and the silver screen? Does it cover a specific era? Is there some?
It's about movies, so it's anything before the Silver Screen edition was published,
Which
and
is,
that was in 1983. So any movie type stuff off screen, because that's your category, before 1983. Totally irrelevant accomplishment.
I'm gonna say the Oscars,
Also known
the
as
Academy Awards.
correct.
Okay, it's the French. They seem snooty.
We magazine was not French. It was a it was a boob magazine from the 70s.
My point stands.
All right.
I thought about the Golden Globes because it's like, that seems too early. Also a 3.
Oh.
Does that apply to anything in this round?
Yeah, you get to choose the edition your question comes
Well, it
from.
tanked me last time. I'm going to Star Wars again.
All right. One moment while I pull out a Star Wars card. Oh, there we go. Last one. Pass it around. It's got another picture on it.
Woohoo, so many pictures.
Please describe what you see on that card for the audience.
Well, this is a controversial card. This is Han Solo and Greedo seated in the cantina.
Oh, boy.
There's some smoke rising, and
Somebody
shot someone else, but who?
And then what order?
Yeah, most importantly.
Okay. And that was category 3, which is history. What did Greedo say he'd been looking forward to for a long time?
Okay.
Oh boy.
And if you can answer in Rhodian, please.
Una gota solo.
What did Greedo say he'd been looking
technically
forward to
the
for a
line
long
is
time?
like, I've been looking forward to this for a long
Uh-huh.
time. Do we need something more specific?
Yeah, it's asking for something more specific. I mean,
That's
Steven's
like
I don't like this
objection,
question.
That's inference.
What do you infer?
This could be so many things. Catching Han Solo, shooting Han Solo, killing Han Solo, turning him into Jabba the Hutt for the bounty. One of those.
But
yes.
which one?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's not actually in the movie, and you
Catching
said it
Han Solo.
specifically.
Yeah.
Killing Han Solo.
Killing Han Solo.
Yes. That's a terrible, terrible
It's
question.
a bad question because it's there's no predicate.
Yeah. He
Yep.
just says this.
Yeah, the answer should be this.
Yeah.
It really
Sitting
should
in a
be.
booth at a cantina with Han Solo.
Yeah.
Clearly.
If he said, I've been looking forward to killing you for a long time, no wonder Han shot him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Like we've said before, the genre editions are the hardest and the worst.
All right, we're still going. All right.
Yeah, I bet you have.
6. Reference acknowledged.
All right, this is coming from the Dungeons and Dragons edition, in which category 6 is something purple.
Something purple. Something new.
Yep. Which of the outer planes is a morass of impermanent matter and energy with no structure but what can be imposed by disciplined minds? Which of the outer planes? And I have to turn this frigging card over sideways.
I'm going to guess the astral plane.
It is not the astral plane. I am sorry.
Is it
Monty?
the plane of chaos?
It is not the plane of chaos. Anyone else?
It's not the material plane. It's not the negative.
Uh-uh.
They changed it a couple times.
Yeah, I don't know
in
what the
multiple
outer
editions.
planes. The astral and ethereal planes can't be outer planes because
Is
they're
it-
right here.
Frontier Airlines.
The world
Too
of
soon,
planes.
Jason, too
Welcome to the
soon.
world of planes.
It is Limbo, also known as the ever-changing chaos of Limbo. So chaos, maybe, but I don't know.
Limbo
so,
to its friends.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
There's only one
Sorry,
rule
yeah.
in limbo. It's how low can you go?
exactly. All right.
So both Monty and Jason have 4. So how do you want to do this?
Roll off, dance off, then roll off.
Well, we'll go off. We'll go in order of players. I goes. Monty goes first. Yeah.
What is my target?
Your target. So the target now, with only 2 contestants to go. Lauren has 6 and currently with the lead. Dan ended with 5. Jason and Monty with 4. Shelley is sadly out with 0. So there you go.
Okay.
So you only have to get 3 right to take the lead, but then you have to worry about Jason coming up from behind.
All right. 2.
All right. This is coming from the 90s edition, 1996 specifically. Category 2 is Wired. What computer company created a removable disk drive that could read and write 3.5-inch floppies, as well as its own 120 megabyte super disks? And that's all one word, capital S, capital D for super disks. What computer company?
Okay, I'm torn between Zip and Jazz, spelled J-A-Z. I'm going to say Zip.
It is neither of
Neither of
those.
those are a company. Those
Okay.
are both made by
Iomega.
Omega.
Nope.
No, because
No, but
the
it's a
zip
super
drive
drive.
didn't read.
It didn't read floppy drives because I
floppies.
had one.
Oh,
Was it
nope.
LaCie?
Nope.
Bernoulli?
Nope.
This is fun.
This is fun.
Gateway 2000.
Toshiba.
Dell.
Gateway 2000 in 1996, Jason. Come on.
1982, right?
It's got to be a
IBM?
storage company of some kind.
That's a good point.
I'm going to put you out of...
Hitachi.
Nope. Mm-mm. Compaq.
Wow. And it saved the company and made them what they are today.
But they didn't have warm and fuzzy employees to put in commercials.
All right. So that brings us to
This is
Jason.
good.
Last
So
chance.
it's down to the Snells.
Yeah. One.
All right. It's coming from the 1980s edition, the lousy only shining on one side edition.
Boy.
That's the official title.
Yes. Category personalities.
Poisonalities.
What's George Bush's full name?
George Herbert Walker Bush.
It is.
Which George Bush, though?
This is the 1980s
80s.
edition.
He still existed.
Prove it.
But no one cares.
Touche.
2.
All right, this is coming from the 1960s edition. Category 2
What is George Bush's phone?
No, because it's entertainment.
What is Ronald Reagan's?
Burn.
What was a 1928 Porter automobile better known as on TV in 1966?
What?
What was a 1928 Porter automobile better known as on TV in 1966?
The Batmobile?
I know.
Car 54, where are you?
Let Shelley answer.
My Mother the Car.
It was, which
It
has
was
a
on
great
my
theme
list.
song.
It would have been my third guess.
Now she is my mother dear.
Oh,
My mother dear is in the list.
I'll be interested with some interesting scores there, Stephen, huh?
very interesting. Well, Shelley finished with 0, but we were very happy to have you here, Shelley, in person.
Thanks so much.
Monty with a nice late surge finished with 4. Jason and Dan tied with 5, but the winner in our first ever appearance on Random Pursuit is Lauren Snell with 6.
Yay!
And she gets to be known as that. Or,
Oh,
no,
random-
I should say
random champion.
clearly, clarification here. She has the right to brag about that until we play together again.
Yeah.
This is absolutely correct. Thank you,
I would
everybody.
encourage you to exercise that right.
Thank you, everybody, for joining me around this table. I want to thank all of our players, Monty, Lauren, Dan, Jason, and Shelley. Special thanks to my scorekeeper, spouse, and person who drove me to this undisclosed location, Steven Shapansky. And thank you, as always, to our listeners. Please join us again on the next Incomparable Game Show. Be seeing you.